Hi and welcome to another Get Crafty video. I'm Syrena. I'm an adult services librarian at Carver County Library, and today I'm going to be making a project inspired by one I found in this book on hand lettering. And it is fall, so you know what that means, sweater weather. So I'm doing a glass painting project. Mine's gonna say sweater weather with a pumpkin. This image is reversed. But to give you an idea, this is one that I finished before, if you can see that. It says, "The world belongs to those who read." So painting on glass. So the supplies you need are a piece of glass from like a frame. And then if you want to use the frame, even better. A template with what you want to paint, scissors to cut that out, tape to tape it on the glass, paint brushes and acrylic paint, and then the big thing you need is an oil-based paint pen. This one is the Sharpie brand. You can get it at craft stores, probably Target, online, any place like that has it. These are kind of common now, but you've got to make sure it's the oil-based paint pen. If you use a regular Sharpie, it's just not going to get the saturation of color that you're going to want for this project. So I already printed out my template because I am not an artist. I am a crafty person, but I have no art skills. So I'm just going to trace this template and hopefully it turns out amazing. The first thing you want to do is clean your glass with some alcohol. I already did that, so just take a rag and some rubbing alcohol and clean the glass so you don't want any dirt or debris on there before you start your project. And then you just start tracing the outline of your template. So like I said, this image is reversed because it has words on it and I'm tracing it onto the glass. I want this to be on the back side. So I did go ahead and reverse that. So I'm just gonna trace this entire thing. Anything that I want black, any outlines. So once you get your design completely traced or drawn onto the glass, you can move on to the next step. I was gonna mention, if you do make any mistakes, a little bit of hand sanitizer on a paper towel will wipe that right off. So then you can go ahead and get some acrylic paint ready. I have a fall palette here for my sweater weather design. And you're gonna wanna paint your darkest colors first and then move to your lightest ones. This one doesn't have a ton of like blending, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my orange pumpkin and move on from there. I'm not gonna completely paint this, but you can kind of get an idea. It gives like a little translucent effect. And then you can just put it back in the frame. This one has tabs, so I can just set those. And then it would be ready to put on the wall. Cute idea. You can also experiment with different backgrounds. This one I tried a napkin and turns out you can't really read it. But just any patterns, scrap of paper, you could even use fabric. Just experiment with different ways to present this. It's a really fun project that you can do, like I said, inspired by this hand lettering book. And I didn't do any hand lettering. that is beyond my skill set, but I found a way to make it work for me with using the tracing method. So thanks again for watching this Get Crafty video, and thanks to the Waconia Friends of the Library for providing the supplies for this, and we'll see you next time. Happy crafting!